So Representative Linsky talked about the heroes. We're going to hear some of the stories from people who receive services, people who do the work. When people ask me what the Caring Force is about, and people do ask me, it's really about all of us, right? It could be about that child with autism. It could be about the mom who can't feed her child. It could be about that elderly person who needs Meals on Wheels. It's a person who's homeless, a person who's hungry. It could be any one of us. All of us at some point in our lives need care, right? My parents took care of me. I'm hoping my kids will take care of me at some point. And all of us provide care at some point in our lives. So the question to me is, what kind of state are we going to be? Are we going to be a state that looks out for our brothers and sisters, that compensates workers fairly who do that work? Or are we going to turn our backs? And I know we're not going to turn our backs. So with that, I'd like to introduce some people who are going to tell you their personal stories. The first speaker, I'm very proud to say, is from HMEA, our organization in Franklin. She works directly with people. She's just an awesome staff, and as you'll see in a minute, she's a great spokesperson for the Caring Force. Kormasa Traub.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. My name is Kormasa Traub Amos, and I am an employee of HMEA. Leo F. Buscaglia captured it best when he said, "Too often, we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around." Now, how many of us have been a caretaker? When you think about it, many of us have, whether for a parent, a companion, or even your child. More so, if you have played that role, then you know what power you possess in the lives and mindsets of the ones you love. Now think of those employed in the human service industry. We enter our field completely committed to creating an environment of endless possibilities. To the clients that doctors gave up on, that families believe were limited, and that society judged as insignificant. We start off as strangers with our clients, but over time, we forge relationships that extend to their families and communities. Even more, we see the seeds of possibilities begin to take root and bear fruits in the lives of those we serve. I saw this very thing happen to Sarah, a client of mine that suffered from extreme shyness for most of her life. The goal was for her to break out of her comfort zone, and that she did. It started with a tap, then a snap, soon a twirl. What a girl. She got dance fever, and she made me a believer. Sarah, a person who found it hard to even make eye contact, performed a choreographed piece in front of hundreds of family and friends at the HMEA annual Christmas dinner. Now Sarah is growing more confident in her abilities, but it took devotion. Human service workers are devoted. Relationships like the one I have with Sarah is what emotionally compels me to remain a fundamental part of my clients' lives. So funny that I can see the fruits of my labor, yet still I have to make a decision between food and gas. The facts are, many people in the industry are at risk of being financially impoverished. With prices rising on everything from gas to groceries, it's no wonder that many in this field are venturing to either find better paying jobs or have the burden of supplementing their income with another job. The low wages, high turnover rate, lack of support, and poor advancement opportunities are just some of the reasons that people opt not to work in this field. It's projected that the human service industry in Massachusetts will rise from 98,000 to 135,000 by 2014. As we know, the human service industry in this state has already surpassed that prediction. Yet the income for the people in this industry remains stagnant. So one may ask, why remain in this field? Why continue to care? I would like to share a testimony of one of my coworkers. This is a story of commitment, diligence, and faithfulness. Amy has worked as a direct care staff for over 10 years. In 2011, her doctors discovered an aggressive form of breast cancer. Within a month, her life completely changed, as she underwent a mastectomy to save her life. Amy kept the ordeal to herself, not letting her coworkers, supervisors, or clients know. She faced the financial and physical pain alone. After the operation, she returned to work within 3 weeks. The truth is, Amy could not afford to stay home. She had no short-term disability insurance and nothing saved. Like many in this field, Amy is considered one of the working poor, workers who are considered to be making full-time income, yet remain below the poverty level according to the cost of living. Amy's recovery has been slow, and when she decided to return to work, she said, "My preference was to come back to work. No matter what I'm going through, there's no reason I should come and be depressed. A lot of the clients don't have family members, so they don't need to see a sad face from me. It does nothing for them." And that quote summarizes the attitude of human service workers. Our burden does nothing for our clients. We do what we do with compassion, diligence, and faithfulness because we see and experience the difference that's made. But it's when we go home and tell our children or loved ones that we just can't provide them with the basic needs that it seems our work is in vain. The least you can do is to be our best advocate for change by joining and participating in the caring force, by voting to increase our wages or contacting your representatives or senators, by letting them know that they must recognize and value your work in life. I pray that you continue to take action and provide decent wages that will better the lives of my coworkers, myself, and those we serve. Thank you.